I do want to turn our attention now to those politicians in Minnesota. ICE says the woman, quote, weaponized her vehicle and an officer, quote, fired defensive shots. It's a tragedy. A woman is dead, and that demands seriousness. It demands facts, and it demands due process. We'll wait to see whether this ICE officer acted responsibly or appropriately. That matters because the facts matter. And it must be made, those facts, that conclusion, on evidence, not politics. What we don't need to wait for, though, today is judging the behavior of the mayor of Minneapolis, who stepped up to the podium and, without having all the facts, chose to inflame and blame.
I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
That is not leadership. That is sedition. It's encouraging people to interfere with the lawful actions of the state. And when a mayor uses his office to delegitimize federal law enforcement in the immediate aftermath of a deadly incident, it's not protecting his city. He's putting people in danger.
They're ripping families apart. They're sowing chaos on our streets. And in this case, quite literally killing people. So, they are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed.
Let's be clear. ICE enforces laws democratically passed by Congress, signed by presidents elected by the American people. You can oppose those laws. You can campaign against them, but you do not get to incite resistance to their enforcement. Here is the cause and effect reality that Jacob Frey refuses to own. For years, Democrat politicians have described ICE as masked kidnappers, as an occupying force, as the Gestapo, as anything other than law enforcement. That's the kind of rhetoric that sends protesters, rioters, into the streets to physically interfere. And today, we saw the real-world consequences.
Get out of there. Hey, let the vehicle leave.
You guys are breaking families, man. You can't be doing that.
This is not cosplay protest theater. This is not high school political performance. This is real life. We will determine whether the officer acted within the law. That process must be respected. But this much is already clear. The confrontation itself didn't begin with that agent. It began with reckless political rhetoric that directly put those amenable civilians directly in the path of armed law enforcement. This tragedy is not on an ICE agent defending himself from a moving vehicle. It is on the politicians who set this in motion. It is on Jacob Frey, a man who behaves this way, who rushes to judgment, who undermines lawful authority and inflames public hostility in the aftermath of a death, has no place in American leadership. Not as mayor, not as a public servant, not as a dog catcher, not anywhere near power. Words create reality. Leaders choose those words, and today Jacob Frey chose recklessness, and people paid the price and might continue to pay the price. The sad thing is today's display of demonizing ICE isn't shocking because it isn't new.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.